Let's talk marriage and family life. Greetings once again from the office of Pastor Kevin Martin, and welcome to Let's Talk Marriage and Family Life. I hope that y'all are having a great day today. Our day here started off a little bit rainy this morning, but I hope that it's going to improve as the day goes by. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for joining me. I once read a sign that said, I've been there, done that, and then been there several more times, but apparently I never learned. I've been there and done that. Have you been there and done that? I want to talk to you, the married couples. I want to talk to you about making a covenant agreement on conflict. A covenant agreement on conflict. And what you're doing is you're setting boundaries. And by setting boundaries, it assures that there is a safe environment for resolution. If you set boundaries and both spouses feel safe, it is much easier to work through conflict and get resolve. It's much easier to be able to have conflict and resolve the conflict. A covenant agreement on conflict, it goes like this. Number one, we will never strike, push, or in any manner touch each other when we are angry. This must become an absolute boundary for conflict resolution. The environment must feel safe. There must be a safe environment to work through conflict. When couples find conflict, they must be assured that there is a safe environment for resolution. If not, then you will end up with your issues continuing and never getting resolved because people not feeling safe to work through that conflict. Number two, we will avoid blame or criticism of each other. Now, you and I both know it's the nature of the flesh to blame. We just want to blame it on somebody. We will both avoid blame or criticism of each other, but will attempt to encourage and edify each other. The Apostle Paul, in Romans chapter 14 and verse 9, he said, "Let us therefore follow after things which make for peace, and things wherewith one may edify another." In other words, you want peace. Peace is the most important thing. Having a home that is a peaceful home, an environment that is a peaceful environment. You want the God of peace to rule and to reign in your life, in your home, and in your family. Well-meaning people, and I'll say this again, well-meaning people, they often state that criticism is good, that it is done to improve things or make things better. But that is not the truth. Uninvited criticism is a sure way to conflict. Uninvited criticism is a sure way to conflict. I'm going to give you You may find this humorous. I do now, thinking back, but a long, long time ago when I first began in ministry, and it was my early days of preaching and ministering, there was a dear lady in the church, and she came up to me and she said, I want to give you some constructive criticism. She said, whenever you preach, it would be better if you stayed behind the pulpit and not move around. Constructive criticism, uninvited criticism. It's a sure way into conflict. If it's invited, then yes, it will be a help. It will be received right. But if it is uninvited, then it's a sure way of conflict. We need to ask 3 questions. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? The third point in this covenant, making a covenant to resolve conflict, is we will try to understand each other's opinions and spend time listening to these opinions in order to understand our spouse's perspective. We will not declare our spouse's perspective to be wrong or bad. Ephesians chapter 4, the Apostle Paul, he said, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love, and make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. The quicker we learn this, the better off everyone is. Peace is more important than chaos. It's more important than confusion. It's more important than division. But give each other the opportunity to express their opinion and try to put on their shoes to help understand their perspective, why they see the way they see it. Instead of just saying that's wrong or your opinion is bad and making them a non-person. Trying to understand. It's very important. Learning to value the other's opinion. It gives latitude to resolution. And that's what we want. Knowing your spouse does not belittle your thought and respects your opinion, even if it is contrary to theirs, is a sign of a mature relationship. A sign of a mature relationship. Make this covenant agreement on conflict, and you will find resolving issues will be much easier. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today, and have a happy marriage. If I've been a blessing to you, go to our website, www.atascocitaupc.com. You can give a love offering. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining. God bless.